Hey guys, I have an interesting one for you today. I have been getting into videography. Probably not a surprise because I started this channel, right? I have been enjoying taking videos. I have been enjoying taking movies and stuff, and I've been doing it more as I travel, getting into kind of like vlogging, I guess you would say. And so, for a lot of you, if you are interested in that too, you might be interested in the DJI. I have to say that so slow because I always want to say DJI. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3. You've probably even heard of it. You may have seen it. It's like a tiny little handheld, pocketable video camera that you can take with you that's got its own gimbal system, rotates freely. It's got like a 1 inch sensor, I think. And so you get an amazing little travel camera that you can just take with you wherever you go. And it is like maybe the creator favorite among the community because of how pocketable it is, how well it works. And DJI, and I actually said that pretty fast that time, DJI has done an excellent job from the community standpoint of continuing to update their products, continuing to push innovation forward for their products. And I would say that they have been a top contender. You may have seen their microphones, even the DJI. See, I said it just that DJI. DJI. Um, what's it called? The DJI. Oh wow, I cannot think of it. The DJI. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
One eternity later.
The DJI Mic Mini. Wow, that should not have been that difficult. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long week. I was just in Florida with my family. We went on vacation. Hence why I'm talking about video cameras and vlogging. I was taking pictures of my family, my wife, my kids, enjoying Disney World. And that's why I'm exhausted. Also, I got this amazing head cold while I was there as a cool souvenir of my trip. So that's why I have this kind of deeper, raspy voice right now, which maybe you enjoy. Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, all of that to say, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I don't have, by the way, would have been a great addition to the current lineup of things I have just to take videos and photos. Well, not so photos so much, but take video of my family just enjoying vacation. Now, if you are familiar again with the Osmo Pocket 3, the kicker about the Osmo is that due to the current tariff situation that we are in the US, and I know that's not around the world, but in the US, tariffs are hitting hard right now for certain products. DJI is no exception, and the cost of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has just gone like through the roof. Now, I know there have been sales and things, so it's a little unfair to say this exact moment right now because coming off of like Black Friday and things, I do think you've been able to find it probably in the $500 to $600 range, which is closer to I think the MSRP on the thing, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm wrong there, again, tell me in the comments. But historically now with tariffs, that thing has gone up and has been sitting up in the maybe even $800 range for it. That's just too high. Honestly, it's just too high. Enter what I want to talk about today, which is this product, the XTRA Muse. If you have heard, I have it upside down, don't I? There you go. I'll get used to this eventually. If you have heard anything about the XTRA Muse, what's interesting about this is that this company, XTRA, has sort of come out of nowhere and all of a sudden has produced something that is incredibly similar looking to the Osmo Pocket 3. Like, we're talking almost identical, supposedly, and that the software on it is almost identical to the Osmo Pocket 3, which has a lot of people going, did DJI just sort of pull a fast one and create some sort of third-party shell company so that they could sell this in the US at a cheaper price? And that's what's exciting about this. This is a cheaper price. Like, this thing has been sitting at about $450 on Amazon pretty regularly. And I've been paying attention, trying to look at it and go, maybe that's something I should pick up too. And right now, and for the record, I have never really bought anything here, so I'm not saying you should run out and do this. But right now, on TikTok, if you go to Extra's official channel on TikTok, you can pick up the XTRA Muse, which we're going to unbox here, by the way, in a second. I know I didn't say that yet, but that's the whole point of this video. I want to unbox this thing and show you guys what it looks like and see if we can kind of like maybe just take a look at a first look, and then I'll do a full review on it later. But on the TikTok shop, anyway, on the TikTok shop, you can pick up the XTRA Muse right now for, let me get my phone just to verify that I'm not telling you a lie. I picked this up on their website for $338. Now, some of you are going, that's still a lot of money for a little pocket camera thing. And you're not wrong, to be clear. I mean, it's not like chump change. I'm not pretending like that's free. But $338 versus like $600, $700, even $800. I mean, and if it is literally the exact same thing, if it is actually made probably by DJI, just in a sort of a shifty kind of way to avoid some tariffs, well, then I'd say it's well worth it for the exact same product. So let's take a look at it and let's see what this thing is actually all about. So without further ado, this is the box. This is what you're dealing with. The XTRA Muse, like I said. It's pretty nice packaging, actually. It looks decent. I will say that. Of course, they're going to tout all the things about it. That it's 4K. What do we got on the side here? 4K, splendid low light performance. I like that. I don't know if it's actually true, but I like that they're just like, yeah, this is incredible low light performance. Solid 3-axis stabilization. So that's the gimbal. So that's what makes these and the DJI. I'm telling you, if you have a counter, count how many times I say DJI on this. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and this are special because they have a gimbalized a gimbal to stabilize the footage that you're taking. So you're going to get smooth footage off of something like this. It can also rotate to vertical mode. So if you're more of a social media content person, off like a TikTok or like a YouTube Shorts kind of person, you can switch the video easily with like one flick, supposedly, off of that. AI focus always on these kind of cameras too, that it kind of keeps track of where you're at. And yeah, in theory, this is just a slick little camera. But again, let's take a look. Let's see what you get. So, without further ado, let me try and poorly open up a box on camera without a knife. I should have bought a knife or some scissors. I'm telling you guys, this is what happens when you try to wing this. Oh, look at that. I did it. One fingernail. Sweet. Alright. So this is, how does this open? Be smarter than the tech, Joe. You can do it. Okay, there we go. This is the XTRA Muse. And your first look at what you get in the box. That's just the outer box. I'll put that over to the side. Little quick start guide. I'm curious, how many of you actually read quick start guides and manuals when you unbox tech? I am the guy who is constantly going, I wonder if I can just figure it out myself without having to read the instruction manual. It's always like a game for me. But I digress. Okay. It's in there pretty good in this little tough plastic thing. This is nice. All right. So, a bag within a bag. You get this kind of nice travel bag. If you have any DJI products whatsoever, I think it comes in a very similar bag, which here again, hint one, that this is probably closely related, if not identical. We'll find out. All right, so in here, looks So we have a little pocket with some accessories. Let's see what's in this top bit here. Charging cable, a little USB charging cable. We get what I assume to be a, oh no. I think that's an adapter. Yeah. I think this is, if I had read the quick start guide, I would know what this is. But, like I said, I like to just find out. Got a quarter mount thread on it. USB-C on one side of it. And that's like a release. Okay, interesting. What's funny is if you own this product, or if you own the Osmo Pocket 3, you're probably screaming at me right now like exactly what it is. Sorry about that. Okay, looks like I want to call this a lanyard loop. Nothing will make me feel weaker than failing to open the little plastic bag correctly. Yep, lanyard loop. Alright. And then, the piece de resistance should be the XTRA Muse camera. And guys, like I said, if you've never seen one of these, like, this is it. This is what you can carry around with you, like this, right? And it's discreet. I think that's one of the nice things about a vlogging camera like this. This little thing is discreet. So, you know, it's kind of different if you are walking down the street and you have like your iPhone, you know, in your hand, right? It's less conspicuous to film with something like this. Like, people are drawn to that when you have this big thing held up like that. I like the thought of something like this because you can kind of just sort of have it at arm's distance, you know, and people aren't going to see much other than just like the little bit up at the top, and maybe not even be drawn to that. But you're also getting great stabilized footage, and that's something that I'm really intrigued by. So there you go. This is the XTRA Muse. Now, like I said, I have literally just unboxed this just now. You saw me do it. So I have no real expertise on this product whatsoever. So I'm not making any recommendation. I'm not saying you should go buy this at all. I am saying that if you've already been researching it, if you already know for sure that this is something and it's for you, I mean, it's on a heck of a sale right now on the TikTok shop. So I will say that maybe it's worth checking out just in that regard. But maybe you're the person that goes, is this a good product? Is this something that I should look at picking up if I've got a family or I'm going on trips, I'm traveling a lot, I want to travel vlog? Is it worth taking a look at the XTRA Muse? Stay tuned. I'm going to play around with it, and I want to give you a better verdict on it. What I have read, what I have seen through others, and this is, again, I'm just regurgitating at this point, the things I've heard other people talk about. They've said that this is almost identically spot on to the Osmo Pocket 3. So if you're the person who, again, might be interested in a vlogging camera, or you're in that world going, that intrigues me, then from what I've heard, this might be a great addition to what you currently are using, or might replace some of the things that you already use for your filming needs. So more to come. Stay tuned for that. But until then, this has been what I hope is your first look and your first unboxing with me of the XTRA Muse. So that's all I got. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more unboxings. I'm going to have more unboxings coming soon because obviously people like that. I love watching them personally. I'm strange like that. Maybe you are strange too. So if you're strange, we're strange together. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.